very tactical coach as well. You wouldn't think him that sort of way. Ball in the air. Knocked down by the big fella, the ruckman there in Symes into the centre. Now the ball comes out. Klein Brettler taps it forward, but Geelong quickly there. Ball overrun though. Ball at ground level. Still no one can get out. Oh, high tackle. Umpire was blindsided, and he's crossed the arms and says, "No, give it to me, and I'll ball it up here, right just inside the centre square, slightly in attack for the HDFL."
So they ball it up again, going up in the ruck and doing a strong work is the reigning Cheatley medalist in Josh Gitsom. Couldn't win it to advantage 20 of his HDFL teammates. Here at the QEO, still inside the centre square, just in attacking half. Gitsom wins it down again. Leading the race back there is Robbie Sims for the GDFL though. Now coming through with a handball, getting it out to a player there in Matt Klein-Brettler. He has the first shot at goal and he's hit the stick. He showed that burst we've seen with Golden Square to Klein-Brettler. He puts the first score on the board. They go to one behind the Heathcote District Footy League. They lead Geelong yet to score.
Mawson takes the kick in, goes down along the wing. The ruckman set themselves, punched away. Ball comes out, comes over. Geelong are able to quickly get it in Sims, but he's stripped of the ball. Ball comes back into attack for the HDFL again. Oh, good punch from behind. Loose ball gathered quickly, now picked up there by Dibilesso, and he goes out wide, finds someone, but it's gone too far over the line and out of bounds on the full. Sawyer comes back inside, Ken hits up a pass there and finds Nagawati. He goes deep inside, ball just gone, couldn't quite grab it in. This afternoon, 2 points HDFL. Geelong yet to score, 1 minute 50 gone first quarter.
Just trying to work it out of defence here, the Geelong District Football League. It's in the hands of the player there in De Blasio. He couldn't do much with it. Handball's off to Reichardt, the captain. He got a handball to a teammate in Joel Page. He couldn't do much with it either. Former Elmore Premiership coach there, Tony Southcombe, with special comments, is now it's one out of the middle there, getting a handball away is Reichardt. Couldn't do a lot with that. Tried to get it to a teammate there in Symes. He couldn't come away with it. Now at ground level is Aaron Craig there for the HDFL. He can't come away with the ball. First quarter, Heathcote lead by 2 points.
Big knock there by the ruckman Hudson from Lockie Norm. Quickly on it. Klein-Brettler got it stripped off him. They couldn't quite take it. Now they've got the control. Well done by the Geelong man in Callis. He went forward, hit up a target. That target there was Lewis. He went inside, stepped around the opponent, but going back with the flight of the ball was the HDFL big fella in Hudson, and he took the grab and he comes out wide, hits a target now, and that was McAvale. He went down along the wing. He's got a couple there to get and do it off from Heathcote, was able to take the grab on centre wing.
So it's Dornoff here at half, in between wing and half back. Just tried to centre the kick. Wasn't a great one though. Only man he could pick out was big Matt Tyquin there in the middle of the ground for the Geelong District Footy League. He kicks across the ground, finds Jake Mawson. He's at half back here. Just looking for an option to present itself. Kicks into the middle of the ground, finds Chalice. He's right in the centre of the QEO here is Andrew Chalice. Just kicks up towards half forward, trying to find a teammate there. Couldn't take the mark. Getting back and playing on there's Gitcham. He did well. Centres the ball. That's a beautiful kick. Finds a teammate into the middle of the ground. Over the head there of Semmel, the man who played in the GVFL. Plays for Huntley in the HDFL. Throwing his opponent off the ball there was Dornoff. He did well. Found a teammate with the handball. Inside forward 50 go the Heathcote League. Free kick will be paid and it'll be in the back. On the board, he comes in. It looks pretty good off the boot, and it is straight through the middle. They go to 1-2-8, the Heathcote District Footy League. They draw first blood. They lead Geelong, who are...
Get on their bikes and go. Back in the middle. Gritsom gets beaten there by the big fella in Symes. He comes over the top, but there's been a free kick picked out, and it's going to go to Geelong in the centre of the ground, and that player will be Mawson. He now looks at what's his options. Comes out wide to a half-forward flank. Got a lead and taken a good strong mark there. Was the man for Geelong, but he went back to centre half forward and was cut off there by Nagawati. He went out wide, couldn't quite hit the target, but they're up and running. They get HDFL. They're off and running now. Long kick down to half forward, bouncing ball, but it's gone over the line to nothing at the moment. Thanks to Poyser Holden, Fresh Live Footy.
So ball is thrown in. It's one out of the ruck by Chris Hudson, the big premiership ruckman from LBU. Handball came out. Minutes gone into this first quarter. It's an 8-point advantage as again Hudson wins it down. Clever tap over the top there by Klein-Brettler. Gets it into the Heathcote forward line. They're attacking here. Ball picked up right on the boundary line. Kick up comes into forward. Full forward, Gleeson. Worked as a man off the ball. It was illegal, said the umpire. And the free kick will go to the Geelong District Footy League. They're just trying to work out a defence here. Man running with the ball, takes a bounce, runs his full measure, kick skews off the side of the boot. Man who picks it up is Aaron Craig. He's kicked 12 goals in the HDFL this year, and he's got one here.
That Heathcote are putting on them is just making them make some faults, and they're really playing well at the moment, Heathcote.
Yeah, they are, and the ball back in the centre, but there's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to the big fella there in Hearn. I think his name is number 28 for the Geelong District, right out of the centre of the ground, leading players, but all done well. But there's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to the Geelong District for a push in the back, and that player who is going to get it there is going to be about 50 metres out. He's going to have to kick from, and that looks like it'll be Brett McLeod down there for the Geelong side from Thompson, and he got the free kick. So he's going to have to kick from right on the 50-metre mark. Raining here at the QEO at the moment. Just a sprinkle. Comes in. Gets good contact. Ball going long, but just drifting to the left and through. 1 point. 8.5 gone. First quarter. Thanks to Poyser Holden, Fresh Live Footy, and the Pulse.
Live was a big long kick out of defence. Couldn't be picked up there. Andrew Chalice at ground level for the Geelong District League. He couldn't do much with it. Gitcham got a kick away up towards centre wing. Running onto it back there was Tom Curry. Couldn't keep it in the field of play. No, it's going to be locked. Full side. 9 minutes gone in the first quarter. It's a 13-point advantage to the Heathcote League. One out of the ruck there by Gitcham again. Running onto it, though, was Chris Morland for the Geelong District Footy League. Good tackle applied. Too high, said the umpire, though. And a free kick. It will be going to the man there in Joel Page from Bellpost Hill in the Geelong District League. Kicks it up in towards forward 50. Looking for the big man up there in Brett McLeod. Couldn't to the boundary line. The umpire fires it back into play.
Just looked like they've settled Tony at the moment. Now Geelong, they've just started to get their feet again.
Yeah, the momentum sort of changed back a little bit. Geelong have started to use the
QEO, pool side of the QEO here. Barnard Street end, slightly in attack for Geelong. Ball's thrown up, goes towards the boundary line. The boundary umpire puts his hands in the air and says, "Give it to me." And the Pulse in Geelong.
So it's fired back into play here. Two ruckmen renewing acquaintances, Symes and Gitcham. One out of the middle by Symes. Now it comes to ground level. Page is there. He was tackled, coming away with it. Semmel, he couldn't do much with it. Good tackle applied there from McLeod. Now they've got a chance here, the Geelong League. Page runs into goal. He goes bang and puts it through for their first.
Their first goal of the afternoon. Gitcham up against the big fella who's just come on, and that was Wilson. The ball was knocked down, but Geelong are on it quickly. Chalice, he picked it up, went around the corner, went out wide though, went over the head of the two opponents, and the ball rolled over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in. Again, back into attack for the Geelong and District Footy League here at the QEO. Ball thrown in. The big fella there in Wilson up against Gitcham. He gets the knock away. Good tap forward though. Very nicely done. And but at ground level, there was stacks on the mill, and they decided to give it to me, the umpire said, and throw it back up right on the 50-metre attacking side. Took the ball in the ruck and was tackled there, Gitcham. And the umpire says, yep, Wilson take the free kick. He quickly handed it off and he went inside. Leading hard there was McLeod, but he couldn't take the ball. The HDFL now have got a mop up. Live footy here at the QEO, thanks to the Fresh and the Pulse.
Just looks like they've lifted in the last couple of minutes here. The GDFL is now balls one out of the ruck there. Again by Symes. Got a quick kick away out of the middle though. Oh, big fist across the top came from Craig. No free kick, said the umpire. Winning it back there was Andrew Chalice. Got it back further afield to a teammate. His kick was smothered. It was well done. Now they go back inside forward 50. Chalice from right on the 50-metre ruck. Kick going and it's through. It's a 1-point ball game now.
Open the game right up.
Ball back in the middle now, knocked down, and tackled though without it, and the free kick will go to Sims, who will take the free kick. Goes off quickly. They're quickly, a couple of hands. The last goal kick at Chalice handballs it out, comes out to Moreland. He gets besieged upon, but then it's just knocked away. It went to a player there. He's able to give it off nicely to McLeod, and they went forward. McLeod came out and took a strong mark, and he'll go back for another shot on goal, and to give Geelong the lead here at the QEO at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter.
They've really been able to rally in the last couple of minutes, just going a little bit harder at the ball. The Geelong District Footy League at the moment.
McLeod now comes in, 35 metres, slide angle, directly straight over the goal umpire's hat. and through for...
A little bit easier at the moment. It could be the reason they have the 5-point lead as the ball's back in the middle. Gitcham goes up again. Try to get it down to a teammate there in Tom Curry. Nothing coming, said the umpire. And the ball up, secondary ball up, still inside the centre circle here at the Queen Elizabeth Oval. The rain has just stopped. It was just a passing shower. And it goes up again. Gitcham, he won it out of the ruck again. And here's Damien Locke on for his first run. Only his second game of the year, the coach of North Bendigo. He couldn't grab the ball, though. It's done by Moreland. He kicked about 80 metres out from their goal.
Ball thrown in, knocked down, but they've got the numbers again, Geelong. They were able to pick it up. The HDFL were able to burst away there. Nicely done by the big fella there in Lahane, but then it was a bounce off. Came back, went to Hun. He went inside 50 looking for the leading player, but the HDFL. Yep. As soon as you said it was gone, it was back again. Ball thrown in again. Won by Geelong again. They got it forward, but it came back to the HDFL. They're able to kick it out of their defence. Pack forms, big numbers there. No one marked, but they've got runners. Well done, McAvoy. Ball was smothered off his hands, though, and it came back to him. Locke picks it up, gives it out again, but just can't get hold of the ball. Here at 5 points here at the QEO. Thanks to Poyser Holden, fresh live footy.
So ball's thrown back in across half forward. Winning it out of the ruck there was Cameron Addy for the GDFL. Tried to get a handball over the top. Kicked out of bounds by a Heathcote District Football League player. And so Addy will take the resultant penalty free kick across half back. He's about 65 metres out from his defensive goal. Just looks inboard, finds a teammate short. That's Shane Limer. Plays for Bellpost Hill. There's a number of Bellpost Hill players in this team. Go through the list. I think there's 7 of them. So they're the most readily represented club. As now he kicks up a long ball. Getting at the bottom of the pack was Luke Wilson. Tried to find a teammate with the handball. That was Reichardt, the captain. He couldn't do a lot with it to advantage. Handball went out of bounds, but it will be a free kick. And it looks like the man taking it there is Joel Page on the outer wing here at the QEO.
Page now comes in, goes to the top of the square, 35, 40 metres out. They've got numbers. Big jump in front. Oh, a couple of little grabs. But the HDFL have got numbers, but they can't get their hands on it. Back of pack forms. About 30 out. Ball ripped out of the pack there. Nicely done by Chalice, but he went through it across towards the face of goal. Now they've got the numbers, the HDFL. They're off and running. They've got a handball. 1-2 over the top. They come out long and wide, looking for Locke at centre wing. Oh, good contest. Condon there. Hasn't been seen much of him. Oh, well done. Picked up there nicely by De Blasio, but he was too long. They quickly comes off the pack there. Dornoff, he went inside 50. Couldn't hit a target. They've got the numbers. They've tried to punch it out. Well done by the big fella in Gleeson, who trapped it and made sure there was a contest about 35 metres out on a slight angle here at the QEO. Deep into attack for the HDFL.
So ball thrown up. The ruckman go up. Hudson won it down. Try to find a teammate on the end of it. It was wrapped up in a very good tackle there by Daniel Ladgrove. Holding the ball, said the umpire. And so Ladgrove will get the free kick. The man wrapped up there was Dornoff, who's been pretty good so far for the HDFL. And he kicks across the ground. Joel Page takes the mark in the back pocket. Goes further afield. Tries to find Limer. The man with the thumping right boot from a few minutes ago. Kicks it in board. Finds a teammate. That's big Brad Hoon. He hands balls off. He gets it to Brent McLeod, who's a long way from home, been playing mostly in the forward 50 so far. Handball got to a teammate. Oh, that was the HDFL, Lahane. He lost the ball, was dispossessed with a tackle. Another big pack forms. Good tackling pressure here by both sides. And there will be a ball up on the outer wing here at the QEO in the middle of the ground. We've played nearly 20 minutes. It's a 5-point lead to the GDFL.
HDFL work it out. A couple of quick handballs. One over the top there by Condon, who put a teammate out in the clear. That was McAvoy. He went dong and lead to a lead. A good lead coming out.
Second time of the whole quarter that the ball's been put into a spot and let the Heathcote boy run onto it. Every other time it's been a one-on-one contest. Which
Gleeson from 50, right on the mark and straight over the goal umpire.
In this game, of course, the big man from Huntley has been very good in the forward line for the HDFL. Is now Joel Page. Tried to win it out of the middle for the GDFL. On hands and knees down there was Locke. He was strongly tackled. It might not have been Locke. In the middle of the QEO. As now winning the ruck and doing very well was Matt Scheuer. Got it, tapped it to advantage. As you said, Tony, Matt Tyke went on hands and knees here for the GDFL. It was one out of there, died to Blasio, but he handballed it straight down the throat of Konawati. He kicks inside forward 50 for the HDFL. Doing well back there, taking it really nicely was Tyquin. Summed it up nicely. Kicked it up towards half forward. He had Sawney under the ball. Couldn't take the mark. Now running through with some burst is Chalice. Goes inside forward 50 looking for McLeod. He got a fist away from the ball. Now running back and picking it up was Conforti. Steadied well, but his kick was poor. Found Joel Page at half forward for the GDFL.
Page now comes in, got a leading target, Hearn, but there's numbers there for the HDFL. A good strong mark was taken down there deep in the back by Bacon, I think it was, for the HDFL. Now, what are they going to do? They've got all manned up. He's just going to have to kick it long and wide. Numbers there. Good fly up there was Semmel, but he couldn't take the grab, and it was punched over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in directly in front of the coach's box down there. Toot Morgan and his team for the HDFL. Ball thrown back in. Sawyer in the ruck, gets the tap down, then tries to go and get his own ball. Ball on the ground, they got numbers in underneath it. Sawyer ripped it out of there. Condon picked it up, tried to burst through the pack. Did get a handball off to Semmel. He couldn't get hands on it. He played basketball with it, but he got it back, then give it off. But he put his teammate under pressure, had no pro. And there'll be a ball up on half forward for the Geelong and District.
So Sawyer punches it out of the ruck, tried to get it to a teammate, does so. And he spins out of a tackle, now gets it back. Handballs across the ground. They've got some space to work in here, the HDFL. Kick comes out of half-back from Conforti. Up towards half-forward, not being able to run onto it there was Craig. It was intercepted, and it was done really well by O'Neill. He got taken to ground level. Free kick will be paid, and it'll be...
To try and handball it, and it was a good tackle from Tyler Jones.
He did indeed. So he kicks from just inside forward, 50, Tyler Jones. I tell you what, it looks pretty good. It's just to the left. One behind. Heathcote go to 3-3-21. Geelong 3-1-19. 23 and a half gone in this first quarter. Live Pulse and Fresh FM footy thanks to Eagle Fuels.
Brought in by Lima. Goes out wide. Hit a play. They probably should have taken that, but dropped it. But had Lima come back now. They've got runners. Hearn off to the running player of Chalice again. He's good. He carries the ball long and wide. Taken out of the contest there. What Sims took his opponent out, and there'll be a free kick. And it'll go back to the HDFL on half back. And that player down there will be Jake Smythe, who will get it. Left footer comes in now, just goes long down the wing. Got the numbers there. Big Sawyer put his hands up and took a good grab. Now spins around, but the ball was smothered off the boot. Now went back to McAvale. He needed to be 4.5 minutes gone. The HDFL lead by 2 points, thanks to Poyser Holden. Fresh live footy.
So Shoya won it down, got it straight into the hands of Brad Hoon, though. Now in leading the race to the balls, Damien Locke just socketed off the ground inside forward 50. Getting back there, though, for the GDFL is Ladgrove. Kick out of defence. Only went as far as Sawyer for the HDFL. Just reloads. Back inside forward 50. Playing at the back there for the HDFL was Chris Hudson. Ladgrove did well again. Now the snap comes away for the HDFL towards goal. It was Craig. Quarter. Live Pulse and Fresh footy thanks to Poyser Holden.
Big body around these contests is making a bit of a difference at the moment.
It certainly is. Since he's come on, they've seemed to just pick up that little bit. A couple of short passes in the Geelong are out to half back. Now another lead and a mark. Well done, Page. Led up, took the grab. Now just inside his defensive 50, chips it over the top again. Just a little short pass. Lima's run on and been able to take it just outside 50. Poor kick though, sideways, and it went over the line and out of bounds on the full, and there'll be a free kick, and it'll go to Ryan Semmel over there on the far side in front of the pool here at the QEO. 25 minutes, nearly 26 minutes gone. Comes inside 50. Can they get a grab? Big fella puts his hand up there. There was Hudson. Couldn't take it. Knocked to the ground. Big pack forms. There's plenty of tackles, but there's one gone a little bit too high. And it's going to go to the big man in Sawyer, who are going to have a free kick.
You'd reckon it'd be hard to tackle him high.
Yeah, he's a big fella, and the little fella that tackled him wasn't much taller than his waist.
All 195 centimetres of Matt Sawyer.
Matt Sawyer comes in. He's outside 50. He's just going to put it up at the top. Kine Bretler there. Good punch away. Good defence. Picked up there nicely by Moreland. He's off and running. Gave it off to a teammate. He was able to kick it. There was Turquin. He went up to centre wing. Came off the pack. Picked up nicely by Mawson, who went around and scrubbed a kick inside 50. Heathcote are going to be first there. They've done well. Quick hands out. Now what can they do? They got the numbers. Nicely picked up there by Perrick, who couldn't quite get it off for Geelong, and they've gone first quarter.
Wouldn't have thought there'd be too much time left in this one as big Matt Lahane from White Hills wins it out for the HDFL. Getting to ground level, Sawyer just tried to paddle it forward. He wasn't going to pick that one up. Now it's one out by the HDFL. On the end of it is Matt Tyquin. Been good so far for the GDFL. Running around it was Sean Lewis. Couldn't pick it up. Now Klein Bretler gets a handball off. Got a player in some space. That's Nawadi. It's going to be a free kick off the ball. Play on, says the umpire. So advantage will go to the HDFL. Inside forward 50. Hudson was there. Couldn't take the mark. Handball came from Dornoff. Back to a teammate who got a kick away. That was Gleeson. Went goalward just to the right. The bounce 27 and a half gone first quarter. Live, fresh and pulse footy thanks to Poyser
Geelong
Holden.
boys are getting the ball out of the back line fairly easy at the moment. I think the Heathcote guys need to man up.
They have. They've just chipped it in again and chipped it over the top. Page has ended up with it. And off he goes now. Kicks it out long and wide. Comes over the back. Ball thrown in. Sawyer up against the big fella there in Symes, who's back on it, but come over the back. Bletler's quickly. Now they go inside. Gleeson pushed his man, just his body under the ball. Picks it up off the ground. Snaps it on the right boot. Straight through the centre. And a great goal to Gleeson.
And not a bad effort at all, as now ball's back in the middle, winning it out of the Geelong District Footy League. They've got a chance here before time expires. Sims kicks up to half forward. It's a good one. Finds Hoon on the lead. He kicks it inside forward 50 to a teammate. Oh, it was McLeod just diving in. Couldn't take the mark on hands and knees. Smythe got a handball away. Only as far as the play there for the HDFL in Chalice. He runs around and goes bang. He puts one through. That's
back in the middle. 4-point margin now to the HDFL. Knocked away by Sawyer. Ball in dispute, though. The HDFL on the base of the pack. A Chalice again. Just spun out of the pack. Went forward to the leading player in McLeod. He came out and took a strong diving mark. And that is champagne footy from the break. Absolutely magnificent there, Chalice. Andrew Chalice just broke away, just spun out and hit the leading player.
You know, what we call red time, last minute's been all Geelong, whereas Heathcote, really should have tightened up, made a scrum of it for the last minute and a half and tried to stop this barrage at the moment.
McLeod comes in, ball from about 45 metres out.
Quarter time and try and restrict the scoring.
So, 9 goals, as you said, kicked in this quarter, so it might be a long one as Semmel wins it out. He's been impressive so far in this first quarter. Kicks it to his teammate Gleeson. But the siren will interfere. Brian Mansbridge, Brian Walsh, Traz Fitzgibbon and myself will be with you for that one. But we're underway here in the second quarter. It's one out of the ruck by Gitcham. Try to get it straight to that man Semmel who we've chatted about. He gets it out to a teammate now for the Heathcote District Footy League. Just trying to build here. Kick out towards the wing. Couldn't make the distance. It's Tom Curry. He couldn't trap it in the field of play and it's going to be thrown in.
Don't deviate at all.
Ball thrown back in. Symes got in front and was able to punch it out the back, though. Quickly, though, the HDFL. Klein Bretler is on the receiving end of a nice little handball. Good kick, left foot, out in front of Conforti. He punched it away, got in front, got held. Still got held. He's been held 3 times. Finally, the umpire said, I think you've been held, son, and you better have a free kick. Gives it off. Yeah, free kick. Gives a little handball off now. Finds Smythe. He's got to use it, though. What can he do? Ball hits the ground. Still in dispute. Klein Bretler did. 1 minute 18 gone, second quarter. And the ball's thrown in. Big punch again by Symes. Chalice. Here he goes again. Through the pack. Running on the left foot. And again, good lead by Brent McLeod. McLeod looking for his third. Comes in 45 metres directly in front and has drifted.
Kid Tom Curry is. Semmel is. Matty Reardon's another boy.
As the kick comes out of defence. Oh, mark not paid. Big Matt Lahane just couldn't hang on to it there for the Heathcote District Footy League as now they go back inside forward 50 again, the Geelong District Footy League. It's marked at half forward by Jake Mawson. He just chips short, just further afield, barely 15. It wasn't, said the umpire. He went to Jess Mawson, who had a shot at goal. Just missed it to bring it back home. I'd say they're definitely at least related, Brian. They look very, very similar.
Yeah, very similar.
Now Geelong extend their lead to 4 points. They're 5-3. Heathcote 4-5.
Ball's brought back in, gone to centre wing though. HDFL, they got the number. Symes went over the top, found a teammate. Can't quite get the handle, does now. Gives a handball off, but all straight to Semmel. He bounced out of a tackle and went out wide to a running player there in Curry. No, it was Pat O'Brien. He went forward, but a scrubby kick. And again, again, Geelong on the rebound. They put it out nicely, running back with the fly. The ball did very well. The HDFL guy there. Nicely done there by Kay Nowati. And he went forward and picked it up and gave it off to the big fella there, Lahane. He took the mark, gave a quick hands off to Tom Curry. He went inside forward 50, picked up there nicely by Taylor Jones. Went to the
behind post. We played 4 minutes in the second quarter. 4-point lead to Geelong here on Fresh and Pulse Live Football, thanks to Poyser Holden. Thumped out of the ruck contest there by Big Symes. Couldn't get it onto a teammate at ground level. Page is around the pack as he usually is for the Geelong District Footy League. Kick comes back in towards goal now for Heathcote. And it's missed. Looked like Pulse 94.7 FM footy thanks to Eagle Fuels.
Lima went out long and wide looking for the ruckman, but the ball came off. Semmel was able front and square. Went back inside 50 quickly. Gleeson up. Ball knocked to the ground. Came back to Gleeson. Got tackled as soon as he picked it up. And the umpire will say, give it to me. And can they do? Ball thrown up. Symes got the tap. Came down to Paddy O'Brien. Quick snap, but the...
So doing the kicking in duties there for the Geelong District Footy League. Player just put it straight down the throat of Jake Nolan, who marks at half-back. Oh, he tried to kick it to Page. Took it on the half volley, but then was besieged upon by a couple of HDFL players. Coming away with it was Tyquin. Got a handball out to a teammate. Now busting through there is Hoon. He fired out a handball. They've got some run here, the GDFL. They go back to Nolan. Inside forward 50 now to McLeod. Picks it up nicely on the half volley. Runs around. Steadies on the right boot. Can he kick it towards goal? He's hit the woodwork. He's banged it into the post. Had all the time in the world. The bounce just didn't favour him. And so they're 5-4 now at the GDFL. They lead Heathcote 4 goals, 7, 6 gone. Second quarter, live fresh footy thanks to Poyser Holden.
Strong play that come from the half-back line when Hearns went in and got the footy, and they just couldn't tackle him. He's so strong, and an effective handball from the pack, and away they went.
Ball went up towards half-back, but that's quickly coming back inside defensive 50 again. Picked up again by McLeod. Give a good handball over the top. Found a player running away from goal. That was Sims. He was able to give it to the man, Chalice, Page, who went... long right foot, but standing right in the goal square in the last line of defence was Reardon, and he was able to chip it out to a teammate back pocket, and now they chip it around again. Leading player taken there by Jordan Ford. He comes in, takes the mark. Now goes to Semmel, just outside his defensive 50. Quickly plays on. Smart play. Get it moving quickly. Long and wide to a leading player there who just can't get his hands on it.
Southcombe, special comments on Fresh and Pulse Live Footy as Hudson wins it out over the ruck, trying to work it forward here again. The HDFL trying to establish a lead once more as now McLeod's pushed up a long way up the ground, tackled his opponent without the ball, and it will be it's going the other way. The free kick, umpire signalled one way and then he's brought it back the other. So the free kick will be taken by Lockie Dornoff. Kicked it inside forward 50 to a teammate who's had a shot at goal. Looks like it's pretty good. Yes. I tell you what, that's a lovely looking kick. It's straight through for a goal.
Run going. Semmel took off, played on, which is what they need to do. Get it inside forward 50, one-on-one contest.
Well then the Geelong guys never had time to get back into the forward line and block the holes up.
So free kick out of the ruck here, Brian.
Yep, Gitcham takes it in there. There was a centre square infringement. Not the best of kick. Bouncing ball there. First was Page. He couldn't quite get it. Come off to Paddy O'Brien. O'Brien got the old 1-2 back from Perrick, from goal Condon, but drifted across the face of goal and through.
You've got to make them.
Yep, normally a very good player. 5-8-38. HDFL lead Geelong 5-4-34 thanks to Poyser Holden, Fresh Live Footy and the Pulse.
Marked in the back pocket by the Geelong District Footy League player. Just chips it out.
They're very
towards
good
half-back.
They're very good at this, Geelong. They keep moving and they create the space. If the ball doesn't go to them, they just keep making the hole.
Tell you what, Jaden Symes got lucky. He dropped a simple chest mark and then got a tackle for he got a free kick for a high tackle, and he takes it from inside defensive 50. Left half-back here, Symes. On the grandstand side of the QEO. Kicks it up towards halfback. Oh, the big fly came from Addy. But a strong mark taken in front position. That'll always do you well. Big Matt Lahane from White Hills for the HDFL. Puts them back inside forward 50. Looking for a teammate up there in Gleeson. Couldn't take the mark. Coming away with it was Morland for the GDFL. Now they work it out at defence. Or can they? It's intercepted there by Condon. He runs into goal. Kicks it off the ground. It looks like it's gone through.
Ball back in the middle. Gets him up against Symes. Ball knocked down in dispute. Came straight down. They Simmel straight back on it. Yeah, nice little hands over the top. O'Brien, Nathan that was. Give a little hands out to a running player in Curry. He went on the left boot down. Oh, chopped off there by Gitsum running across. Now on the left foot, puts it inside. Oh, scrubby kick went straight to the Geelong opposition. Now they've got the old 1-2 going. And now they are able to clean the ball out of half back down to the wing. 2-on-1. Now Geelong undermanned here. Tackled Mawson. Can't quite get it. Got a scrubby kick away. Went only.
Jess is 21, so they're probably brothers, but they're not twins. Generally a good indication they're not twins when they're not the same age.
True.
Generally doesn't happen often. As now the ball's worked out. Getting it forward, there is Joel Page. Inside forward 50. That's a lovely kick. Finds his captain in Stephen Reichart. Plays on. Wheels around on the right boot. Reichart sets sail for goal and puts it through. Well done, Stephen Reichart. A captain's goal brings them back to within 4 points. They're 6-8-40. The HDFL are
bulky enough to get his body over it and win the footy. Ball back in the centre now. Hearn again puts his head down over the ball and just keeps running forward. Locke just couldn't keep him there. Ball still in dispute in the centre. Gets knocked out. Mawson off the ground. Nice little towards the boundary line. HDFL players are first there. Picked up nicely. Ball thrown back in. Sawyer back on the ground. From behind, there was Symes. Got a knockdown, but they're quickly on it, the HDFL. They've got numbers. Now back into a pack. Numbers there from both sides, and no one's going to get out of there. And the umpire says, give it to me, and I'll ball it up here on centre wing. Slightly in attack for the GDFL.
So ball goes up again. Scheuer got up high, won it out of the ruck, getting the kick away, but was smothered was Tom Curry. Now they go inside forward 50 again. The man kicking it inside was for the GDFL was Tyquin, but it was cut off and done well. And the man getting back there was Matt Lahane, the White Hills player for the HDFL. Links up with Crime Brett though. He's got pace to burn. Just kicks it inside. It was well over the top of his teammate there in Smythe. He just runs onto it though. At half forward, the player there for the HDFL goes inside forward 50, looking for the man at ground level. Outpointing his opponent there was Aaron Craig. Did well. Stepped around on the right boot, but that's a poor kick. He's let himself down with that one.
Yeah, Jock made a comment at half time. You know, I think he's about right too. It's going to be the fittest side that wins this contest by the look of it, the way it is at the moment.
There's plenty of run in both sides at the moment. They're moving the ball quickly in and out of their defensive zones, and you know, it's going to come down to that last quarter. Who's got the run left? Ball thrown back up 25 metres out directly in front of the HDFL goal, deep in their attacking zone. But plenty of numbers in there for Geelong.
Young Hearns just having
huffing and puffing. Ball thrown up again.
He's done
now,
well.
Symes, big knock forward though. Who's going to be first there? Sawyer came off his knees. A little handball, didn't quite hit the target there, and that was Jordan Ford, but he went back and got it. Now he come out wide. He's got Semmel on the lead. Who's going to be first there? Well done by his defence. He fell in front. Thanks to boys at Holden. Fresh live footy.
So thrown back into play. Hudson does the rush work for the HDFL. Tried to win it down to a teammate at ground level. Man out there was Tom Curry. Couldn't excavate it from that pack, but he will receive a free kick for a high tackle. So Tom Curry, formerly of the GVFL, plays for Huntley now. Goes inside forward 50. Finds a teammate on the lead. That was his teammate in Chris Gleeson. Couldn't find him at the mark. Now it's at ground level. De Blasio came away with it. Free kick will be paid advantage. No, it won't. They're stopping and propping and doing all kinds of things. The umpire wants it to come back.
And it will.
And so the man taking it down there will be Chris Morland for the GDFL. Just switches the play. Finds a teammate over there. Now the De Blasio with the ball. What can he do? Just chips it further afield. Poor kick. Semmel cuts it off for the HDFL. He's just going to go towards goal. Tried to find a teammate. De Blasio was under it again. And he'll receive another free kick. Just handballs off to a teammate who'll look to repel the GDFL out of defence. Good kick. Finds a teammate in the back pocket, and that's Shane Lima.
Lima now from deep in his defence. Hasn't got much to go to. He's got one over the top. Doesn't quite hit the target, though. Sims was able to pick it up.
Caught out a few times.
Now, ball thrown in. 45 metres around from the HDFL goal. No one wins it. Symes, though, gets the big hands off the ground, throws it forward. Nicely done by Negawati. Tried to give the look-away handball. Didn't hit the target. Geelong quickly on it. Now they come down along the line, all dropped. Probably just couldn't quite get their page. Now in amongst it, or tackled was McAvale. Ball come out to Brian. He went long to Sawyer. Sawyer dropped it, then had to go back and get it. We have it back to Nagawati. All held when he didn't have it there was Tom Curry. But the umpire said no play on. Geordie Ford just pushed his body in there and took the tackle on. Then Collins and then Condon tackled. 4-point ball game. HDFL in front.
Chris Morland might have been a bit unlucky not to get a free kick then. It was definitely high.
Yeah, looked a bit high as Gisborne, Scott Walsh, walks past us here, of course, making his interleague debut. You can hear the BFL take on Gippsland at 2:45. Jock 2-point lead. They currently trail by 4 points if you're not as good at the maths. Sawney wins it out of there, gets a handball to Mawson. They've got a player on here. Steve Rickett goes inside forward 50. McLeod couldn't take the mark at ground level. Man was taken without it. Was Piersek. Goes back. McLeod, he has a high shot at goal. Just can't bring it back.
I think the Heathcote boys need to get somebody on the defensive side, otherwise it's going to cost them dearly very shortly.
Reardon came in from fullback, kicked it outside 50. Locke took the mark. Semmel going past. He took the receiving handball and they were off and running. Right, deep and long, taking on the ball. Now the HDFL move it quickly inside with Craig. Went to Gleeson, couldn't quite pick it up. Now that the GDFL, they've got it. Then got a couple of handballs over the top. Landgrove, he got it back. Now they're in trouble. Need to knock it through. Ball just towards the boundary.
Before he stopped skidding, his handball to Semmel. Semmel, great play. Head up, kicked it wide.
Ball came from the ruck, went back to centre half forward. HDFL got the numbers. Who can get it? All tackled and brought to ground. Penalty, free kick, and advantage playing. Chalice has to go over the top. Found a player. Now step back inside. The Geelong up and running. Got a leading player in Page there. Nicely. No, it was Twerkwin who come down and through the centre and took the mark. Now, whoever got McLeod out leading. Oh, got a hands in the back, but he was quickly there. Gave the fake handball. Another one. Stepped around inside. Snapped it across the face and put it through.
In this second quarter, but you know he can provide on the burst when you need him to. It's a pretty explosive outfit up there in the Geelong forward line as now they win it out the middle. HDFL, they're trying to regain their lead. They're currently down by 3 points after that goal to Brent McLeod. Inside forward 50 here for this Heathcote District Footy League. Can't keep it in the field of play. And it will be thrown in right on the 50-metre line, just in front of the opposition change rooms here at the Queen Elizabeth Oval. Right heart forward for the HDFL. Nearly 21 minutes gone in this second quarter. Winning the ruck work there, doing well was Gitcham, the reigning Cheatley medalist. Best and fairest in the HDFL. Clearance came from the GDFL, but it is marked across the half forward by Shoya. Goes back inside, forward 50 here for Heathcote. Handball went to Gleeson. He couldn't get rid of it. Now it's at ground level. Well tackled there. 50 metres out from their goal.
Ball in the air, Gitcham gets the knockdown when it went straight down. Quickly, anyone that touches it gets tackled. Now they got a couple of quick hands. Dibilibio, he was able to get it out, but then got tackled and pushed to ground, and he will get a free kick deep in their defensive zone. Comes out now. They go out wide. They got a couple of numbers out there. Nicely done. Rickard's down there. Takes the mark. Now kick over the top. Chalice runs onto it. Takes the mark. Now steps back inside. They got a couple of players just linking up nicely now through half back. Now they've come to a stop. Start. Chalice tried to break through but was tackled. And well done to the defence of the HDFL. Condon, good strong tackle, brought him to ground. Now they've got it. They go out wide. They got through all three numbers. Curry. No, it was Pat O'Brien out there. Deep into attack now. Who can take the mark? They can't. Aaron Craig can't. And it's knocked away and it's over the line and out of bounds. Free kick. Advantage paid. Comes back inside. He's got a player all by himself standing 30 metres directly in front, and that's Dornoff, who'll go back and have a shot at goal.
GDFL player coming off the ground here went down behind the play. One of the backmen fought the GDFL. The doc went out there, Dr. Rowan Molnar, to attend and give some treatment to that player. So, a replacement coming on as Hoon comes on for the GDFL as well. But good link-up play there by the HDFL.
Dornoff now goes for a shot at goal, 35-40 metres. 2 point ball game here at the QO. 23 minutes gone, thanks to Poyser Holden and the Pulse Fresh Live Footy.
Player was Robbie Sims that just came off the ground. Looks like it might have been a leg injury. He was holding the left leg as now they work it out of defence, the GDFL. Marked at half-back, Luke Wilson, the big man, 190 centimetres of him. Beautiful kick into the middle of the ground as well. Finds a teammate there in Dylan Smith. Plays on, up towards half-forward. Try to go to the captain in Stephen Rickett. Couldn't mark it. Little soccer off the ground. Came from Piersek. He couldn't mark it either. He applied a great tackle, though, on Nathan O'Brien. They're just trying to work it around here. Getting to the fall. The ball was Tyquin for the GDFL. What can he do with it? Again on hands and knees. Slides in. Great tackling pressure, though, by the HDFL. Anyone who picks it up, as you said, Brian, is a live Pulse FM and Fresh FM football.
Sawyer up in front, got the hands in the back, and the umpire spotted it and said there's a free kick. Matty Sawyer now goes back. Got a player down the wing, does, and spots it up nicely. They move it quickly now, come through the centre. Kyle Bretler, just dropped it, went a little bit too far. Now the GDFL have got it. They switch the play. Nice. Delibio, he comes out wide now. What has he got in front of him? Not much. He has to just pop it up. Paddy O'Brien, get the spoil on it. Kyle Bretler went in and picked it up. Tried to burst through the pack, but was tackled.
Unlucky, wasn't he, with that mark? It was only 1 foot too high.
Well, Gitsham just couldn't get there. He got shepherded off the ruck by his own teammate. Shellis breaks through the pack, gets on the left foot, got McLeod leading. Good defence, though. They were able to pick it up by Conforti. Give the hand off to Lahane. He went over the top. He's got Condon all by himself. Bouncing ball. He picks it up, Joel Condon, the captain. Now gets on the right foot, goes down along the line, looking for Dornoff. He's quickly there, shrugs the tackle, goes back to Condon. What can he do now, the captain? He spots him up, kicks it high, up there, they take the mark, they're off and running, all but tackle from behind, ball in dispute, real close to the boundary line and over. 2 points, thanks to Poyser Holden, the Pulse and Fresh Live Footy.
It's been a very closely contested second quarter here. Only 4 goals come of it so far. It is the Heathcote Footy League. They're pressing forward. Big Gitcham went up in the ruck, but he lost the battle. Now it comes out to Joel Page. He's running away with it for the GDFL. Kicks it up towards big Stephen Rickett, the captain. Finds him across half forward. Wheels around onto the right boot. McLeod's going to lead to the ball. Can he take the mark? No, he can't. Just went through his hands. He's at ground level. His teammate wrapped up in a tackle by 2 Heathcote players.
Good contest.
Yeah, it has. McLeod, obviously, with 3 goals, has probably had better on the stats sheet, but he's also had a number of opportunities that Reardon's been able to fend away. And Geelong lead by 2 points.
Symes up against Sawyer, gets the tap down, Conforti picks it up at ground level, then puts it quickly onto the boot, goes to a one-on-one contest, but has drifted a little bit too wide, and Hernan will be taking the free kick for Geelong. Comes directly to centre half forward, leading player there, and Dylan Smith just on the ground, goes around, spins, finds McLeod on the lead. Reardon there though, right up against him all the time. He's done very well, got one high, didn't get the free kick. Nice little kick around the corner by McAvale and spots up Curry. He's got time now. Now he goes long. Got the leading player there in Dornoff. Comes out and takes the mark. Quickly plays on. Steps one way, goes back the other. He's got Semmel running towards goal and he's taken a strong mark. And he ran onto it.
Beautiful kick from Curry to hit Dornoff up at half forward as well.
Semmel comes in. Just went a little bit to the left and the ball that little bit more, Tony.
Yeah, push a little fraction more and just a bit offline.
6:10:46 Heathcote trail Geelong 7-5-47, 28 minutes gone second quarter thanks to Poyser Holden, Fresh Live Footy and 94.
Last year was Brenton playing for the Heathcote Saints. As he's going to take it across centre wing on the outer pool side here at the Queen Elizabeth Oval, just kicks it up towards half forward. Big fly at the back of the pack came from Craig, but it's a mark at the front. Looks like as he comes in now, just a nice steady run up, kicks on its way. It looks pretty good. Just across to the right-hand side. And so scores are level. Heathcote District Footy League, 6 goals, 11-47. Geelong District Footy League, 7-5-47.
Came out to Smith. They went to Symes, centre half, in the centre of the ground. Semmel, though, give the go and argue. Gave the handball out. They got players out by themselves. The HDFL, poor kick going inside and spotted up the Geelong defender. And he quickly plays on with a switch across the ground. He's got Delibio out here by himself and takes the mark. Now they're in a bit of trouble. There's nothing forward of there. Has to sit and wait. Wait for someone to lead and give him an option. Does now. Just go one-on-one. Dornoff up. Took the mark. There on centre on half forward. Spun around quickly. There's the siren. And it won't be paid. And there was nearly a mark to the HDFL director.